Hello and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. It is June 8th, a Tuesday. I'm excited to talk to you about a topic that I think will be very beneficial. And that is, we're going to talk about an acting tip and subtext. Now you might be like, what in the world are we talking about, Anthony? Well, subtext, when it comes to acting, is what the actor is feeling or the performer is thinking about, right? It's the story beneath the story that's going on. You might have heard me talk about the story underneath the story. But when we talk about subtext, when we go ahead and say a line, okay, and we're doing a voiceover, there is the words we say, but there is also what we're thinking about those words, how we feel about those words, okay? What is our opinion, if you will, about what we're saying or what we're trying to say, okay? And, a lot of times I get, well, Anthony, I hear what you're saying, but I don't know this product. I don't have an opinion about this stuff. I don't really care. I'm just saying it because it's, what I'm trying to make some money. And I get that. You know what I mean? But we have to add that subtext into our performance in order to give a fuller, more interesting read, okay? A read that will connect with more people and get us more work, okay? And this is something that as an actor, because we're actors, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter what we're doing, we're actors. Doesn't matter how many times someone says, be yourself, you are performing, you are acting. Someone is paying you to perform, okay? You are a professional actor, okay? And we have to be able to come up with more than just reading the lines off a page. Now, there is subtlety. I don't want you to think that I mean, we've got to do this, and we've got to do this, and all this crazy stuff, right? I'm not talking about overacting or overdoing it. But what I'm talking about is the subtext. I'm talking about how are we making people feel about the words we are saying. And if you keep that in the back of your mind, you'll begin to think, okay, when I'm saying these lines, how am I saying them? Am I saying them with excitement? Am I saying them with discovery? Right? Am I saying them with intrigue? Am I saying them with horror? Am I saying them with a sense of, back off? Am I saying them with a sense of urgency? Is it really fast? Am I saying this with power and, directness? Like all of these different adjectives are a great way for you to add subtext. So if you think about, you've got the words that you say, they're given to us, it's a script, we take them. But then to increase your performance, okay, we're going to add some subtext to them. And this is where you are going to add some sort of some sort of adjective, a descriptive word, something that gives you a way to act. All right. So if I have a script, all right, that says, be like Joe. Joe goes to the store, buys gum, and he loves it. You can be like Joe and buy gum too. I don't know. All right. So there's the script. And then let's say I want to be like cheeky or I want to be, sarcastic. Right. I'm going to start acting like I'm just a sarcastic person. Here's Joe. Joe goes to the store and buys gum. Right. I'm being silly. I'm being goofy because that's the subtext I'm reading. I could do it differently. I could be serious. Right? And I'd be like, this is Joe. Now, Joe goes to the store. Joe buys gum. Like, it's a completely different feel, right? Like, you've got the subtext is telling you how you should feel about the words that I am saying. And really good actors know how to bring subtext in and make it just as important as the main text. Okay, so as a little tip and a little practice that you can do on your own is take a voiceover script, get the words, then I want you to add a descriptive word. Either write it down, put it in your mind, say, okay, I'm gonna read this script 3 different ways. The first way, I'm going to read it upbeat and excited. The next way, I'm going to read it like I'm discovering this stuff for the first time. Like, this is intriguing and new, and I'm discovering it. And maybe the third way is I'm going to read this as inspirational or emotional or, serious. You come up with all these words. You can go on the internet and type in descriptive words or personality traits, all these different things that tones, so you can get in your mind or in front of you ways that you can add subtext. And the good thing is that we know how, we've lived entire lives understanding generally what these are. Good actors practice, all right, imitating the subtext, okay, of real people better and better, if that makes sense. Like that's what we do as performers. Okay, we work on getting better at relaying that message, that text and subtext. Okay, and when you put the two together, it can be really powerful because it's interesting how what subtext you bring to the performance. Okay, so I just wanted to give you kind of an acting tip today. I know it's kind of different than what I usually talk about. I usually talk about business, and but I spent the majority of my life working on acting, and I think to me that's given me a massive leg up in the voiceover industry because it's something that I was able to pick up on very quickly, whereas the equipment and the business side of it is something that I work at and I love too. But the voice acting, I mean, I have a degree, I have a BFA in theater. My master's in educational leadership is not in theater, but I spent 12 years directing. I spent years acting and touring around the middle of the country. So like I've done a lot of performance on stage. So the acting part was a part of me by the time I started this voiceover business. But I realized I don't talk a lot about the training that I had throughout my life and how it's helped me pick up on a lot of different genres too and make more money easier, I think, in the voiceover industry because of performance. So remember, we're working on subtext, and your job is to start practicing by taking your voiceover script and adding subtext to it by giving yourself adjectives, descriptive words to try to express a feeling to me through the words you are saying. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, remember, I forgot to mention it at the front of this episode. Shame on me, but our course of the week is the Upwork 101 course. A lot of people, how to make your first $1,000. A lot of people are making good money on Upwork right now. Some are making more money on Upwork than they are Fiverr. So check out the course. It's a fantastic course. Runs you through everything. It's updated. I also go over how you get set up on your gigs, which people are getting work through their gigs now through Upwork. So check it out. You will enjoy it. There'll be a link below, and you can also go over to avosjourney.com. All right, guys, thank you so much. You have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.